Let's talk about upgrade scrolls. New season of the partner program started. If you need codes and you don't follow any content creator, feel free to follow me and support me there. Link in the description down below. The next up, big shout out to my guild, Level Up. We reached a huge milestone today. We got to level 10. Big effort from everybody in the guild. Also, big shout out to Sky Saber, because he is the very first channel member on my channel. Big shout out to him. I activated the channel member support quite a while ago, but I completely forgot about it and never mentioned it, to be honest. I also never promoted it. So big shout out to you, Sky Saber. Once we get a VIP function, I will VIP you for sure as my first channel member. So guys, in case now you know, if you want to support me, you can become part of a member on my channel. And hey, if you're new, subscribe. I basically upload every single day. So let's get to the meat here. How do we upgrade our hunters properly with the scrolls we are obtaining? First and foremost, we are getting these scrolls from the simulation gate. I will make a separate simulation gate video in the future. I'm currently trying to get through tier 50. Once I get that and I have a general understanding on what kind of buffs you need to get through that, even though you're in a red CP, I will make a video about that maybe in the next couple of days. But now I would just want to let you know how you want to make use of these scrolls. The way you get these scrolls is you either have entry codes and you go through the simulation gates. There are these little chests you collect, and there you get these scrolls. And if you do not have any entry codes, you will not get any chests. But if you didn't clear it yet for first time rewards, you are getting these codes and not codes, these scrolls as well. Now there's a different way to obtain them as well. You get a certain resource, these discs here, and in the shop now, if you go here, there are magic crafting compendiums. So that's the official name, magic crafting compendiums, to upgrade your artifacts. But you know what, the name is so stupid, I just call them either sim scrolls or upgrade scrolls, you know, artifact scrolls, you know. It's the easiest one, and we have a range between white, blue and purple, and the higher the rarity basically is when it comes to these scrolls, the stronger the boost becomes. Now, how do these scrolls work in practice and what you need to look forward to and what's the general game plan with them? So I give you MaTeIRiA as an example here. You can see there are certain pieces which have like this green star mark. That means I upgraded those pieces, right? So those are the stats currently on MaTeIRiA. It could be a little bit better, but you know what, I'm completely fine with her right now. But I'm giving you now, let's take a look at what I did. For example, this piece here is fully upgraded. This one has 3 out of 4 upgrades. There are just a couple of upgrades. This one I fully upgraded, and yeah, so those are the 3 pieces. I think on my Jinwoo I have more than that, to be honest. Let me check real quick. So look at his gear. Yeah, I upgraded everything on my Jinwoo. Might as well maybe check on the Jinwoo, and then I get you through that. So when you upgrade your pieces, okay, the way you upgrade your pieces is you go into, for example, you want to upgrade this one because of the defense, right? So you click on enhance, and then you have your enhancement tab, you know, and then there's the enchant tab. Okay, so the enchant tab is where you see your substats, and then on the right side you have your scrolls. Okay, this is how it works. The way you upgrade this is easy. If you have available scrolls, you can use them. Let's do it with the defense one, and you have different rarities. Like if we check out these certain scrolls, they show you by how much they boost them. So the white one gives you a boost between 0.25 to 0.5. The next one, number 2, gives you 3 to 0.7%, and then number 3 gives you 0.45 to 1%, and the last one, the purple one, gives you 0.6 to 1.3%. Okay, and there's a random chance between what kind of roll. If you're familiar with upgrade stones from different type of games, you know the system. For everybody who is not familiar with that, I explain it to you. It's very simple. Now, for example, I decide to, okay, I want to upgrade this. Boom, I enchant it, and I got a 0.5% roll. That means I got the low roll. So I can potentially look for a higher roll, and this applies to all the other stuff. Now you look at this, for example, you see my damage increase, right? It has a additional plus 445, and as you can see, I have 3 here, 6 here, and 2 level 2 and 0 purpose anymore, right? As you can see here, for example, the level 3, I could use that to get a increase to my damage increase, because the highest value I can obtain is 607. You might know, why can I not click this here? The reason why I cannot click here is because the maximum value on this piece, the maximum value does not exceed 445, and that's why it is grayed out, because it does make sense for you to use it because you cannot get any upgrades. Also, you cannot fail. I will not do it here right now, but for example, if you decide to, okay, I want to get, let's say, a higher damage increase roll, and this one gives you a chance between plus 395 and 670. If you roll a upgrade which is below the current boost of yours, that value will not change. So whatever, you will never drop below this plus 445 value. So do not worry about, maybe I don't want my stats to drop, right? This does not happen. It can only increase. It can only go up. It can never go down. Simple as that. Just to give you a basic understanding. When it comes to what you want to upgrade, how you want to upgrade, how you want to prioritize upgrade, I can tell you something very simple. First and foremost, focus on Jinwoo. Jinwoo is the most used character in the game. So focus on your Jinwoo first before you focus on your hunters. And after Jinwoo, look at your most damaging hunters, for example, your MaTeIRiA, your Cha, stuff like that. Now, Thomas Andre is another option, right? Those are the hunters you want to focus on first. And what you want to focus on first is the best pieces you have. Do not focus on mediocre artifact pieces. Focus on the best artifact pieces you have. So what is a amazing artifact piece? For example, for me personally, every artifact piece that has at least, let's say, like a +3 roll into attack percentage or defense percentage is incredibly great, or something like this. This is basically like a +4 into attack. Those are values I'm looking for. This is like, okay, this is a great piece. You know why? +3 into attack percentage is a great piece, right? So I will go in and I try to upgrade this piece. Now, so this is where I basically start. Now imagine I didn't have these upgrades already. So this is like, okay, this is a great piece. I see that piece. I like that piece. I want to upgrade this piece. This is what you're gonna do. Now, and here is the game plan when it comes to these upgrades. When we look at this, for example, we look at attack percentage, which goes up to purple. Purple has a max roll of 1.3%. Okay, and for defense, it's the same thing, 1.3%. So you think 1% is not that big, right? Yeah, you're absolutely right, it's not big. But if we look, for example, in flat attack, now this one is 200, the purple one is a max value of 290. 290 is a lot, does help. And if we look, let's say, at damage reduction, 170 is good. And now let's maybe take another look on something like this with damage increase and depth penetration, which might be more interesting to look at. Here what we can see is, for example, the damage increase and the depth pen, right? So here we can roll to 670. This is the purple one. The blue one. The purple one is like, I think 700-ish, 800-ish, something around that line, 900-ish even. I don't know 100% right now. Can't remember. And then we have something like that depth penetration. Goes up to 600. You can see, so if you compare, let's say, attack with a depth penetration or a damage increase, you notice something, right? You notice something like, if you try to upgrade your attack, you'd be like, yeah, I'm getting like 0.5% to 1%. It's not big. But you see, okay, depth penetration and defense penetration and damage increase are actually a great increase, right? Yes, you are right. So that's why the general strategy moving forward when it comes to your DPS hunters in the game, which are the most important one, let's say your Jinwoo. Since they released now these upgrade scrolls, the way to go with upgrading your hunters is, or to what you want to look for what into a gear is, the best thing you can do is aim for quad rolls into attack percentage or quad rolls into defense percentages. This is the best thing you can do. You do not need any upgrades anymore into your damage increase, into your defense penetration, into necessarily your crit rate. The ideal way is you get everything substat wise into your percentages, defense and attack, and the other stats you have in the substat. And then what you want to do is just use these scrolls to boost these stats. That's what you want to do, because these boosts are basically +1s. You basically boost them all +1, right? So this is the easiest way. For example, your critical rate. You have it on 4 pieces. That's like, I don't know, 1000, for example. So you have 4000 because you have them 4 pieces. And then you have a roll, which is, I think, so 900-ish too. So it's your 4000, you make 8000, for example. You could use a core as well, right? But this is like the idea. You just have them sit there and upgrade them through the scrolls. Yes, you will increase your attack, obviously, because you also have it. But if you look at the grand scheme of things, the percentages do not have the biggest impact when it comes to boosts. But what has big boosts are damage increase, crit rate, and stuff like that, right? And as we know, there's a cap to how much death penetration, damage increase, crit damage as well, right? Especially crit damage, how much you can cap on it. And at some point, you need a lot more points to get a return of investment, right? So that's why, and attack and defense do not have a cap. That's why you want to heavily focus on a attack percentage substat, for example. And then all you want to do is these stats which increase your damage sit there as the subset, and you upgrade them with your upgrade scrolls, right? So this is how you want to approach it. You want to focus on the way you want to focus on upgrading your gear is you want to only focus on gear where you be like, okay, this is a great piece, I will keep this piece. This is a great piece, I will not change this piece. For example, this one here is very good with +3 into attack, right? And you want to go through that, and then basically at the end of the day, you want to upgrade every single piece of your DPS hunters, of your most used hunters. And then from there, you want to go on and move to your breakers and to your supporters, which are your most used units. Because what do these upgrade scrolls do as well? They boost your overall combat power, which makes it easier for you to clear certain content, right? So this is the easiest way to really approach this. And also do not worry too much about do I want to upgrade this? I don't have that many. Just do it. Just simply do it. It doesn't matter too much. Like here, for example, I have 230, right? It's not a big roll. Boom, slap it on it, 595. I just saw my char doesn't have any. Let me see, where do I have crit rate pieces, which is good. This, for example, a great piece. I like this piece. So I want to enhance it. I just give it an additional, oh wait, that was damage increase. That was the wrong piece. I know I want to give her crit rate, but you know what? Damage increase is also fine. She needs it. Boom, slap it on her. Got actually a max roll. Perfect. An additional plus 670 on my char, which could be big. Now she's at 7,000. I want to make sure that that girl is critting. Now look here. Do I have something which I like but needs an upgrade? This piece, for example. Oh no, this one I will reroll, by the way. So I'm not gonna upgrade this one yet. I reroll because I do want to get a better roll on this one. I feel like this has a chance to be a lot better than what it is right now. But let's say this here, for example, this one has roll into everything. I might want to I'm also reconsidering re-rolling this, for example. But let's say I would not reconsider it. I just click on enhance, see like, okay, here's my crit damage. Boom, I take that extra 670 just to increase your crit damage, and then move on. What you want to maybe do is, if you, let's say, you have certain hunters, you know, Thomas is focused on defense, Charles focusing on attack, and you maybe have like a piece which has this one, for example, right? You want to enhance the boots here. You can go enhance your attack, enhance your crit rate, go enhance your attack down here, all right? But you know what? There's no reason for you to put any stats into additional defense. I know it's a CP increase, but it doesn't really matter too much in that sense, because you know what? Might want to save these scrolls here because you have a certain other character like your Gogunhi or your Thomas, where you actually are looking for defensive stats, and there you want to put them, especially like, because I on my Thomas have also an attack percentage one. I will not increase his attack percentage, it doesn't do anything. I want to save these scrolls for my attack hunter. And yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. This is everything you need to know about how you want to prioritize, how you want to upgrade your characters, what it actually does, how you want to do it, what you want to focus on, what is the way to go for what to, and as well where you get these scrolls. Also guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.